Good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, whenever you're finding the time to join me. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. This is Fran Plans and welcome. In this video, I just want to talk more about no spend challenges. I want to do a little recap about my no spend. I did a no spend for January, and this was the first time ever that I committed myself to not doing impulse buying and not just, spending, kind of being kind of radical with money. This was the first month in its entirety that I used cash envelopes, and I'll get a little bit more into that as to how it goes. This was my first month of sticking to a crazy budget, and then to cap things off, my husband and we did a little weekend getaway for his birthday, so everything tied together and everything worked out great. So I just want to do a little recap as to how that worked for me, how planning helped, because I'm a planner girl, and 9 times out of 10, if you're watching this, you are in the planner community, so you know what I'm talking about. But let's dive right into it. Before I get even further, don't forget to subscribe, guys, and don't forget to comment below, you guys. I love chatting with you guys. But anyway, let's go into it. So, and if you see me looking down, I do have notes and I have my planner, which I will refer to in the video. So, no spend. A no spend can seem kind of like, oh my God, I can't buy anything, but it's not that way. Okay, I'm gonna go a little bit. I do have a video posted, and I will try to link it below. I have a bad habit of not linking things, but I have a video posted of how to be successful in your no spend, because my first 2 weeks I was finding that, oh my God, this is much easier than I even thought it would be. So to set out to do a no spend, you're basically just challenging yourself. You're saying, you're giving yourself the permission to say no to things, to say no to people, to say no to, and my cat is over there. But yeah, you're giving yourself the okay to not be, not buy due to impulse or due to peer pressure. But you are, at least for myself, and I'm pretty sure you will find different people will say different things on a no spend, but you just have to figure out what works for you. Let me turn this off. So with my no spend, the way I did it, I set up the challenge for myself that I was not going to do any impulse buying, and that I was not going to just buy things that I really didn't need. Being in the craft community, in the planner community, I have so much stuff. If I showed you guys how many Post-its and how many pens and how many paper clips I have, it's ridiculous. So I decided, I'm going to shop my stash. I'm going to go through and pull out things maybe I haven't used in a while and really get to know the things that I've purchased and use them. So I shopped my stash. I did set myself, I've been using my cash envelopes since the end of December, where I basically go to the bank, I take out a certain amount of money, and I divide that cash into envelopes. And by that, I mean I have an envelope for our groceries. I have an envelope for what I call my entertainment, like my fun money. I have an envelope for our cat, for her food and maybe picking up her litter. I have an envelope for gas money. I think I have 5 envelopes that I keep. Envelope. I have one that I keep for household goods like toilet paper and cleaning products for the house. So in these, some people I know I've noticed will have envelopes for things that they have maybe a bad habit of spending too much on, but I decided to do 5 envelopes for those things, and it worked for me. So you really have to figure out which areas in your life you may want to just carry cash for. I did not use, I am 1 credit card away from no credit card debt whatsoever, and that is going to happen in February. So I didn't use any plastic. I do continue to have my debit card, but it is only there if I am in a dire situation, or for example, my husband and we just took a weekend trip for his birthday, and we did have the debit card, but we took cash. And I plan to make a video on how to travel on a budget and how to travel with cash. But nevertheless, back to this video. So I did set myself aside for some fun money. I did that twice throughout the month, and I didn't feel guilty if I saw something that I wanted by using that money. And I really gave myself a very small amount of fun money because I knew we were going to do this weekend trip, and I didn't want to spend too much fun money before the fun actually started, if that makes sense, for his birthday. But anyway, so my no spend started. Like I said, I did my cash envelopes. I stuck with the budget, and to be honest, I put some rules for myself to stay off Etsy, stay off Amazon. If I do see something that I like, give myself about 30 minutes. You know, if you're in the mall, you're walking around, you know, if you see something you like, oh, I like that, let me walk around the mall again. And then if I really think I need it, come back to it and purchase it. But give yourself some time. I told myself I was going to give myself 30 minutes because I have a bad habit of online shopping. So if I see something online that I like, give myself 30 minutes and come back to it and see if I still feel the same way. So that was one of my rules. It was stay off Etsy, stay off Amazon, give myself 30 minutes, shop my stash. And then I think I told myself, I wrote it all down in my bullet journal, do it again, repeat. If you can get through this month, you can get through the next month. So I am going to continue with the no spend through February. That is the goal. And the reason why my no spend and everything working so magical, and also, you know, sticking with the Dave Ramsey way of paying off debt. And I do want to just say, guys, you know, one of the things that is really inspiring me to do this is because I think I've mentioned it in a few other videos. My husband and I, we had our wedding, what, now 6.5, almost 7 months ago. Wow, I can't believe that. 7 months ago, and we cash flowed our wedding. Our wedding was gorgeous. We went on a great honeymoon. It was all inclusive. We went to Los Cabos, Mexico. We paid for our wedding in cash. We left our wedding with no debt. And that really inspired me to be able to be more financially responsible for our debt that we have with student loans and our cars. And then I had some credit card debt that just needed to be cleaned up. So I did want to throw that in there. But back to the no spend for January. I'm going off topic. How successful it was. And I did mention this in my recap for January. Let me pull this up. So for January, just to give you guys a cap of how everything turned out, we saved, and I know we saved $275. That's how much we saved. We do have a sinking fund set up. $102 went into that. And then we paid off in debt, and minus the mortgage and the car note, we paid off $1,365.40. That was a total of 3 credit cards, 2 credit cards, 1 old credit card that had been reported on my credit, so we paid that off. And there was some other, you know, payments of different things. I don't remember every detail, but the total came to $1,365.40. The total with the mortgage and the car note was $2,702.01. So that is how much debt we paid off in January, with us being tight on the budget. Mind you, we still took a trip. Tight on the budget. And I know Dave Ramsey says no vacations, but this was already planned before we decided to become super radical about our debt. So we were able to do that. Some accounts are now closed. We don't ever have to see them again in our life. So the no spend actually worked out great. And I wanted to just go back the video that I talked about, that I posted earlier, well, in January. I mentioned 9 steps, and I found this on Pinterest, so I brought it up in the video, of ways to get through and to prepare for a no spend. Number 1, write down your rules. Like I said, I gave myself rules. Write down your rules. Make it known to yourself as to what you're doing. Talk to your family. If you're married, or if you have children, or if you have a very close friend that you hang out with often, let them know what you are doing. Make it fun. This shouldn't feel like a punishment. It's just a challenge for yourself. And it doesn't mean that you're not going to make any errors. It doesn't mean that you're not going, that it's going to be perfect. This is just a challenge. You know, people challenge themselves all the time. So don't think of it as a punishment. Number 3, prepare for your needs. Like I said, I did the cash envelopes. So I was prepared for groceries, gas, and so forth. And then before we go grocery shopping, I have a habit of going grocery shopping in our kitchen. So checking to see what we already have available. Also with toiletries, I found so much Bath and Body Works stuff. It's like ridiculous. I'm like, why am I storing this stuff? Like, it's ridiculous. But you know how you get caught up in the sales and you purchase so much stuff at one time. We have so much body wash. It's like ridiculous. And of course my husband doesn't care for it because it smells, you know, more, you know, he calls it more feminine or whatever. But you know, check your house to see what you already have, because you will be probably surprised at the stash or your that you have, whether it's canned goods or frozen goods or whatever. Prepare for your needs. Take stock of your groceries. I was just talking about that. Check your pantry, see what you have, learn how to cook, learn how to meal prep, learn how to meal plan. That way you are staying on track with your no spend and also on your budget. And you may even be eating healthier too, because you're not eating out so much. Do plan for entertainment. That's number 5. This should not be a punishment. This is a challenge. That's all. It's a challenge. It's a way to see if you can actually go for the 3 days, 5 days, a week, a whole month, whatever, of not spending extra money. Insure your pets. Number 6. Make sure you have enough food and litter or whatever for them, their doctor visits. Don't leave them out, their family. Number 7. Make a plan for the money saved. You know, the thing is about a no spend, you get to see more money. It's like you almost give yourself a raise, which is like awesome. So make a plan for that. You know, are you paying off debt with this money? Are you just saving it? Because there's going to be extra money. If you are someone like myself who will find yourself or can find yourself spending a little bit more than you should be on online purchases, you'll be amazed of how much money you can save. Post reminders. Motivational things, affirmations all over your house and your car, whatever you need to motivate yourself to get through that month or the week or however long you plan to do your no spend. It's all up to you. And then number 9, mentally prepare. Be positive. This is not about deprivation. It's only a month. You know, this should not feel like a punishment. You should be proud of yourself. I'm very proud of myself for challenging myself to do this. It was fun. There were times, I'll be honest, where I did see something. I was like, man, I want that. But then I was like, you know what? The result of my no spend is going to be greater than this feeling that I'm having right now. And this feeling will pass. So that's that. I just wanted to just go over that again because I thought it was awesome. I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about money throughout this first month of doing this. So it was great. So yes, the numbers show proof that it works, for me at least. I'm already set for February. It's probably gonna blind you guys. This is my setup for February. I do have a video posted on this for my recap of January in the planner, and then the start of the new month. So if you guys are looking to see that, I'll try to post that link below too. I will post links, I promise. And then what else? Oh, the trip. I'm going to make a video about the trip. It was a wonderful trip to New York City. I will do a video about traveling on a budget. I went ahead. My husband did not know about this trip. It was a surprise for his birthday. So I was planning this trip. I started in, I want to say October, looking at hotel prices, looking at tickets online. I did not use one particular website. I used a few to book everything. The way I did it was, I pretty much just, every time I got paid, I went ahead and wrote down in my planner, my budget planner, you know, I'm purchasing this week, and that was it. And then I would purchase something the following pay period. So I really spaced things out. I did not want to overwhelm myself. We did 3 days, 2 nights in New York City, Manhattan. We had a wonderful time. We saw Wicked. It was awesome. So I will do a video on that. So please sit tight with me. I'm trying to get out as much content as possible. I do appreciate you guys continuing to watch these videos or just come to my channel. I do love that. I do love you guys for being supportive. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it's helpful to someone. And I hope you guys want to take on the challenge of a no spend. Thank you guys so much. Have an awesome day.